Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video on Google Meet. In this video, we are going to see how to schedule a meeting in Google Meet. So if you have watched my last video, we have seen how to use Google Meet. It was a basic introduction to Google Meet. And in this video, we are going to see how to host or basically how to schedule your meeting at a different date. Okay. So let us begin. Now if you look at this window, I have went to meet.google.com, and here you can see I can join or start a meeting, right? Similarly, if you see the interface for the Google Meet Personal Edition, here also you can start a meeting or join the meeting, right? But there is a button for scheduling, but it says go to Google Calendar, right? So that means to schedule a meeting, we have to go to Google Calendar, right? So let's go to calendar.google.com, and as soon as you open, this is what you get. Okay, your view may be slightly different. That may be because there may be many more calendars in your calendar, right? So if you look at it over here, these are all the calendars that you have. So I have lots of different calendars. So if I select one of them, then those calendars, those whatever events are there on those calendars will be displayed in this section over here, right? Similarly, all these, right? So what I've done is I have removed everything, and right now I don't have anything displayed, right? And if you come down, and if you want to, you can also subscribe to any other calendars you want. So let's say, for example, I just want to see what are the holidays coming up. So this if you enable this calendar, you can see on 25th Ramzan is there, and similarly other events are there, other festivals or events are there, right? So this is the use of the calendars. So what we have to do first is, before creating an event what we will do is first create a calendar. Okay, now to create a calendar, what we do is we just click on this plus sign in the other calendar. We just click on this plus sign and click on create new calendar. Okay, so as soon as you get that, you just have to type the calendar name. Okay, I'm just giving a random name. You should give an appropriate name over here and some description. And then create a calendar. So once you create the calendar, you will go to the next page where right now, if you see, it says my first calendar successfully created. So you can now go to your calendar. If I just go back and find out my calendar, so this is the calendar that I have created. Okay, so it is visible and it is checked. That means any event that I assign to this calendar will come up over here. Okay, now before we start creating events, I will just like to change some settings of my calendar. Okay, for that I will just click on this three dots and click on settings and sharing. Okay, now these first few settings are the same, so we will not check that. And the next setting is what we are going to do is, once we create the calendar, then we are going to add events to this calendar, right? But then our users should also be able to find out what are the events, right? So for that, they have to subscribe to our calendar, right? So whenever they subscribe, we do not want to keep on accepting their requests. So what we do is, we are going to select this automatically add all invitations to this calendar, right? So this is this is what you can do. You can click on this. So now whenever any user tries to subscribe to your calendar, he will be auto accepted. Then second thing is this access permission. So who all can view this calendar? So right now only my organization can view this calendar. Okay, so if you want this calendar to be public, you can select this and click OK. So now this calendar can be viewed by anyone in the world, okay, without having to be in my organization. Okay, so that this option completely depends on what is the application of your calendar. Okay, so if it's a public calendar, then it can be made. You can check this box. Okay, once this is done, the next very important thing is to get the shareable link. Okay, so this is what you're going to send your users, and once they click on this link, this calendar will be added to their calendars, right? Okay, so just click on that, you will get a calendar copy link, and then you send this to all of your users. Okay, so that is how they can also subscribe to your calendar, right? Then you can come down, and if you want this calendar to be managed by multiple people, right? So the above permission was just to view. Okay, so let's suppose you want few other peoples to add the events also, then that can be added from here. Okay, so you start adding people in your organization one by one, and they will also have access to add events to your calendar. Okay, then very important is the next part, that is the event notification. Now event notification is used to notify the users about any events that you have added to your calendar. Okay, so now if you click on this, just click once, you will see there are two types of notification that you can send. One is a notification that is they will get on their mobile phones or in the desktop where a card will pop up, or you can send them a email, right? So both of them are possible, but I'm going to select notification. So what this will do is, let's suppose I have an event at 10 p.m. today. So what this notification does is, all those who are subscribed to my calendar, 10 minutes before the event, they will get a notification reminding them about the event. Okay, so this is what this notification does. What you can do is you can add additional notification, as many notification as you want. You can just click again, and this time let us say you want an email also. Okay, so you will be sending a notification as well as an email. Okay, maybe you also want another notification. Let's say you want to send an email, let's say one day before, as a reminder. Okay, so this is also possible. So any number of events you can add. Okay, so these are for the events. Next, some events are all day events. That means there will not be any timing as such. So for that also you can add you can add notifications. So for that you can specify the time also at which you want to send the notification. Okay, so I have added one notification one day before at 9 a.m. Okay, so that is the notification. Then what notification should be sent to the user? Okay, so right now we are not sending any notification, if you see. So what we can do is, whenever any one of our admins add an event to the calendar, this should be mailed to all the users. Okay, so that is what we are setting. Then if any of the events change, then also we want to send a notification. If any of the events are cancelled, we can send a notification, and any other below two, if you want to select, you can select. Okay, and finally the remaining is for embedding it into your website, if you have any. Okay, that is not that important. So, and at the end you can delete your calendar. Okay, so these are all the settings that is there. And so if you notice, there is no save button, so that means whatever you do is getting saved automatically. Okay, so you can go back, and your calendar is ready. Now let us begin to create or schedule an event. Okay, so all you have to do is click on this create button. As soon as you click on the create button, you can name the event, let's say sample event, and set the date. Let's say on 15th I'm going to have an event at, let's say, 10:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m., right? 1 hour event. Okay, and then I want to have a video conferencing. So this is very important. This is how I schedule a video conference. Okay, so just click on this, and what happens is you get a link, meet.google.com, and this is the link that will be shared to all your users, and you can see up to 250 participants can be added. Okay, other things you can add like location and description of the event, everything. And if you click on more options, you can see it has opened in a bigger window. Okay, so you can add a description in a much better way if you use the other advanced option. Okay, so once this is done, all my details are ready, my meet information is ready, that's it. I can click on save. So as soon as I click save, what happens is immediately a mail is sent to all the users who have subscribed to my event saying that a new event has been created. So that so you don't have to specifically tell every user that your event is there. So all the information will be given to your user with the help of this one event. Okay, also you don't have to send any reminder because you have already set up the calendar in such a way that whenever the timing comes 10 minutes before that, there will be a reminder sent to all the users. Okay, so that is it. Now the only thing is you just have to copy the link of your meet. Okay, and all those who have subscribed, they already must be having this link. Okay, and if there is someone who has not yet subscribed, you can copy this link and send it to them to connect to your Google Meet. Okay, so this is it for scheduling your Google Meet video conference. I hope you understood this particular tutorial. We'll see you in the next video.